Hello students, welcome back to Electrical Machines Lab. Today we are going to perform our second experiment on alternator, that is to determine the regulation of three-phase alternator by direct loading. So the setup is almost same as our first practical. The first practical was also to find out regulation, but we used open circuit short circuit test. In today's experiment we are going to use direct loading. So for that all the connections of DC motor are as it is. The DC supply is connected to DC motor with the help of starter. Ammeter is connected of 20 ampere range to armature, 1 ampere range to field circuit, and a field rheostat connected. In my last video I told you that the position of this rheostat should be so that it should be minimum in the starting for DC motor. So I have connected a fixed terminal this one and variable terminal this one, so the position is minimum right now. Coming to alternator, the field circuit is as it is. Positive and negatives are given to fixed terminal. The slider will be to the negative of it, and from variable terminal through an ammeter it is connected to field circuit and given back to negative. So this is how the field circuit is connected. On this side, alternator, in our last practical we just connected a voltmeter for open circuit test and an ammeter for short circuit test. But for this practical, we are going to connect a load and also voltmeter ammeter to get the voltage across the load and current through the load. Okay, so R is connected to ammeter and second terminal of the ammeter is connected to R of the load. R is connected to ammeter's first terminal and second terminal of ammeter is connected to load. Now this is how the terminals of loads are. YB, there are three terminals for load, and these are the second terminal which is short circuited. You can see because we want this star connected load, so these three terminals are short circuited by very thin wire here. Very thin wire is there. Okay, so this is short circuited. So R is connected through ammeter to this point. Y is directly connected from alternator to load. This is how Y is connected, this wire, and B is connected to this. So these are the terminals RYB where that RYB of the alternator is connected. R is going through ammeter, Y and B are directly connected. One voltmeter is connected across Y and neutral. So this is going to give us phase voltage. So this is how we are going to measure voltage across the load, and this ammeter is going to give us current through the load. This load is three-phase load. You can either connect star or delta, but we have connected in star fashion here. So you can see this one column stands for I, another column stands for Y, another column stands for B. When you will increase the load or when you will start it, so you have to start all three phases simultaneously. Okay, so like this you will go on adding the load, hence it will get loaded and you will get the readings. Clear? But just make sure that all the three phases are either made on or off simultaneously. So in last practical, I explained you about the AC-DC panel and how we need to switch on DC. So in today's practical, I already switched it on and we will directly perform the practical. So we'll start it. So we'll start it from the switch, and with the help of starter, we will start the DC motor. The DC motor is starting. The next step is to heat the seal. So with the help of this rheostat, we have made this speed 1500 of the DC motor. Now 1500 constant speed is given to alternator. So our DC motor's purpose is to give mechanical energy which is served here. Now we will come here and we will give the field excitation so that the voltage will be generated as the output of alternator. So we will see the voltmeter. So now we will increase the field excitation, so the voltage will get built up across the alternator, we will see the voltmeter, and we need to give 230 phase voltage,
200, 200, 210, 20, 30.
what type? Okay, so 230 is the voltage given. Now because this is the no load condition, we are showing 230 here. So our first reading will be no load reading, in which you are having zero load current, but the no load EMF induced is here terminal voltage is no load voltage, which is 230. The load is still in off condition. So first reading is E naught is 230 and I is 0.
I0,
हाँ ठीक है 230. Then we will switch it on, okay, and I'll simultaneously start 3 of this load. So now the alternator is loaded. When you will switch the load on, at that time 2 things will happen. One, the voltage of the alternator will decrease, and second, the speed of the DC motor will also decrease, because it is mechanically loaded with alternator. But we want effect of load on alternator, so every time we will maintain the speed of the DC motor constant.
1494.
Okay, so it is almost 1500. Now we will take the reading. So the first reading will give us the voltage has been dropped down to 218. The voltage has dropped down to 218 with the armature current of 1.2. Because we have connected 5 ampere, I will see the lower scale of 5 ampere range. So it is 1.2. The next we will switch on another load. Again the speed we will check.
1434. 1484.
So we will maintain the speed constant, and then we will again take the readings. The voltage has been dropped to 204 and current is 2.9. ठीक है, हो गया. थर्ड लोड चालू करो. करंट बहुत ज़्यादा है.
1464.
एक मिनट. हाँ,
1474.
करंट बहुत बढ़ रहा है. Okay? So voltage is dropped to 162 and current, 162 volts, and current is 3.9. हाँ ठीक है. Speed
थोड़ा कम करो.
कम करो.
थोड़ा. 1528.
Voltage is dropped to 146 and current is 4.2. Okay. So maximum current is 4.5. So if I switch on another load, then it may not go beyond 5 ampere. So we will not take that risk. And as I start decreasing the load, simultaneously the speed has to be decreased, because right now the speed is very high because it is loaded. So I am switching off the load and simultaneously so will decrease the speed. Also, now we will put the field excitation to 0, field rheostat to minimum, and then switch off from there as we did for the last practical. So in second practical, we have noted down the value of V, that is terminal voltage, and I, A, that is load current or armature current. Okay. So the first reading will be a no load reading when V was supposed to be 230 volts while I was supposed to be 0. And then next onwards, what we will do, we will increase the load as we will go on, as this current will go on increasing and the voltage will be decreasing. The voltage will be decreasing. So this is how you will get the readings. So what you need to do is your first reading will be this no load voltage. So no load voltage is nothing but E. So how you will calculate the voltage regulation? What you will do is you will make a third column here, and in this third column you will note down voltage regulation for each step. Means for every step you will find out percentage regulation, and for the last step, which is supposed to be your full load, you will find out percentage regulation for full load. Okay, so for all these calculations, E is supposed to be no load voltage. So what E is supposed to be? E is supposed to be 230. So for all these steps, for all the for the percentage regulation at all these steps, E is 230 and V will be the respective voltage of voltage across the load or voltage across the alternator. So E minus V for each step divided by V is going to give you voltage regulation. So this will be the voltage regulation for all the different loads. So you can find out voltage regulation at different load. Also for the result, what you will write down is, in result you are supposed to write down the value of voltage regulation for this particular alternator. So you will write down the value for full load. Means for the full load voltage regulation, whatever value you will be getting for the full load, that value you will write down in result. That percentage regulation for the given alternator is this value. So this is how you need to do the calculations. Do the calculations for this, get the value of, this is how you need to do the calculations. So do the calculations for the same and write down the percentage regulation for full load as a result. This is how you are going to complete your practical in your journal and submit it for the correction. The manual and discussion question and everything is shared with you, so you can write down. I hope how to perform this practical and finding out regulation by direct loading method is clear to you. So we have seen two methods to find out voltage regulation: direct loading as well as synchronous impedance method. In our next practical, we are going to find out voltage regulation by using Portier triangle method. So thank you and happy learning.